smart viewers, welcome to Face with me, William Grinaldi, and I'm gonna discuss about variously interesting topics in each episode. And for this episode, it's something related to education, which is a basic needs for everyone. But later on, I'm gonna invite a special guest who is related to giving education, giving informal education particularly. But for this segment, I'm gonna give out some of examples of beauty in children. You know, beauty is subjective and often becomes a matter of controversy. Some consider standards of beauty to be, healthy blush and full sensual lips, or others crazy about pale skin and refined facial features. But all the arguments fade away when it comes to children's beauty because, thanks to their appearance and charming magic, they have become famous to almost the whole world. So it's I'm gonna give out some examples, and the first one is Anastasia Kinzeva from Russia. So the British media called this 7-year-old citizen of Perm the most beautiful girl in the world. So according to Anastasia's mother, people have been paying attention to the child's unusual appearance since her birth, especially to the abyss of her blue eyes. The girl collaborates with famous brands of children's clothing. Her photographs can be seen on billboards in many cities, and her Instagram account has more than 500,000 followers. The second one is Lauren Lund from South Korea. So there's an opinion that nature rewards children of mixed marriages with the most unusual beauty. So Lauren, with her Korean mother and Canadian father, is a bright indication of this fact. So the girl works with such brands of children's clothing as Our Kids, Minizaru, and Minimi. In her spare time, Lauren is engaged in not so girly things, the Korean martial art Taekwondo. The third one is William Franklin Miller from Australia. So this blue-eyed Australian is called the most handsome boy on Instagram. It all started with someone posting his photos on their Twitter. So in a matter of hours, it collected several thousand retweets, making William famous throughout the world. So now, William participates in various advertising campaigns and tries his hand at acting in movies. The fourth one is Anastasia Averbuk from Israel. So Anastasia is called also the most beautiful girl in Israel. So her numerous admirers, both in the country and beyond, agree with this title unconditionally. The daughter of the famous athlete Alexander Averbuk acts in movies and collaborates with popular Israeli brands of children's clothing. And the last one is Colin and Cameron Scott from USA. As you already guessed, Colin and Cameron are twins, and now they are working with a small California modeling agency, Ben Simon Models. And we have a hunch that the unusual beauty of these boys will become their ticket to the modeling Olympus if they want it. So those are the examples of children's beauty, like the beauty of children and how they propel their giving talents, and their gift to the whole world. So for the next segment, I'm going to invite a community who is related to children, especially, and to in the spirit of National Children's Day. I'm going to discuss about how their activities and such. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned on Face to Face. Hello, smart viewers. Welcome back to Face to Face. Still with me, William, and as I promised, on this segment, I'm gonna invite a guest who is related to children and education. And so, hello, welcome.
Hello, thank you for the opportunity.
You Rita as the advisor of Sahabat Pulau,
Yes.
and maybe you can share about your recent activities related to Sahabat Pulau.
Well, actually, I'm in Sahabat Pulau as an advisor. But in Sahabat Pulau, my professional work, I'm working in television, I'm working in media.
Okay.
So that's the differences between another organization or another foundation. In Sahabat Pulau, we are working for making money in other place. But in social worker, we're working in Sahabat Pulau.
Oh,
So we don't make a money in Sahabat Pulau, just like social invest for us in Sahabat Pulau. So that's the differences between Sahabat Pulau and another organization.
yeah.
So that's my current my professional life. So in Sahabat Pulau, almost 95% all the volunteers Sahabat Pulau is like student. College, university, each province. So in Jakarta, we just only managerial paperwork, taxes, finance, accounting, and stuff.
Yeah.
But all the activities mostly in the remote area and the coastal area. That's the Sahabat Pulau.
Oh yeah. We can share about your current project, or are there any simultaneous projects outside of Jakarta, in remote islands that maybe you can share?
Yeah, okay. In Sahabat Pulau, nowadays we have, for your info, we have 30 chapter, 30 mini library cross national Indonesia, start from Sumatra until Papua. So that's the mini library that in Sahabat Pulau we have 4 pillars. One youth, one child. It's like sister brothers for us.
Yeah.
And then we have Rumah Baca Harapan, which is like small little simple library in the coastal area and the remote area. And then our another project and our program is youth volunteer camp. So we can accept and we open recruitment for everybody who wants to join Sahabat Pulau, and then they should be in the youth volunteer camp first. And then the last one is Desapreneur. So we explore all the potential, local potential in the remote area, and then we try to give the community members like opportunity to running business. Well, it's not business, it's like big business, but it's like small, simple business.
Yeah.
So that's the Sahabat Pulau. And the current event that we're doing now in Bulukumba and Palu, we have Edu Warriors, Edu Sport Warrior. So we teach the children in the remote area, in the coastal area, how to sport, how to use all the natural resources better than gadget.
Oh, okay.
So
come back to like the physical activities.
Yeah. Because the physical activity, we encourage them to how to playing with the team. It's like teamwork, and then accept the differences, different opinion. And then we try to teach them how to be a sportive guy. It's not right now, the most important things is we can accept the differences, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we can teach them since the early age. That's in
the beginning to learn about tolerance, about
exactly, because that's the most important things. We're living in Indonesia with the island, 1,000 culture, 1,000 differences. So yeah, that's the most important things in Sahabat Pulau.
Oh yeah, and I'm curious about how you got interested in like social works, and especially in Sahabat Pulau. Maybe you can share some of the insights there.
Okay, well, Okay, maybe I should tell me a small story, a little story behind the Sahabat Pulau. Why we doing this Sahabat Pulau?
Yeah.
That's because almost 16 years ago, we met with other friends who accept the scholarship in Indonesia. So the scholarship from national, international organization, and then after we back to Indonesia, and then we starting thinking, what can we do for Indonesia? Because the government already give us the opportunity to get the scholarship, and that this is like a giving back movement. So because all the alumni from all the cross Indonesia, all the provinces, and then we realized that we are the lucky one, the lucky person that we can join all the scholarship. But we have to sharing with others family, others friends, other people in across Indonesia. That's why we're doing this. We're doing social working in Sahabat Pulau. It seems like vacation for us.
Oh yeah,
you
it's
know?
more like a holiday.
Exactly, because we're working in the remote area. We're working in the beautiful island with the awesome food, seafood everywhere. You know, it's like coconut trees everywhere, fruit everywhere, and they give us, it's like for free.
Oh,
So that's the bonding between community members and the volunteers in Sahabat Pulau. And then the reason why we love this program, I mean, working with the local people, you know, sometimes they really, really want to be advanced, but they don't know how. And then we can sharing with them, but in the modest way.
Oh yeah, in a simple way, and it's
In a
gotten
simple
more
way.
not just like a formal thing and
Exactly.
not so serious.
Yeah,
You know?
because we have a different language, and then we have different culture, background, you know. It's like city guy
Yeah.
with the local people.
Yeah. So the discussion is getting more interesting, but we're gonna have to take a little break. So stay tuned on Face to Face. Smart viewers, welcome back to Face. Still with me, William, and we're continuing our conversation with Sahabat Pulau, our representative, Rina and Rita, and also we're gonna play a little game to, you know, to spice things up. In these cards, there are several of examples of cartoons all around the world, which I don't know. I'm gonna guess, and you're gonna draw some of
it's
the
gonna be fun.
And don't forget, so we're giving about 100 seconds to guess.
Wow.
So
Whew.
maybe you
How
can
can-
sit.
oh, okay.
Yeah, you can sit. Is it right?
Ah,
Is it
okay.
right? Okay. So we're gonna play the timer.
Well, okay, can we start right now? Countdown?
Countdown.
Okay, wait.
3, 2, 1. Okay. So is that Mickey Mouse?
No.
Like
Oh, can I talk or just mention the code or guess it?
Rugrats?
No, just only
Ratatouille or
no.
Pass. I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Pa. Mm.
And what is that? Like
Uh,
like Ultraman, Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. So I cannot speak anyway, right?
Shin-chan.
No.
What's that?
Uh,
SpongeBob.
yes. Oh my God.
Okay. Oh, the time is up actually.
Oh my God. There's only two.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
It's just the spicing stuff I
Ah.
got to right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot draw in for you.
Okay, but well, it's a fun, fun ways, spice things up. So, we're continuing our discussion.
Okay, sure.
It's hot. It's getting hot. Yeah. So, we continue our conversation about Sahabat Pulau. Yeah, and maybe you can share in how, smart viewers can get in contact with Sahabat Pulau to join the activities.
Okay, so the Sahabat Pulau is very media social freak. So all the smart viewers can log in our website www.sahabatpulau.org or in Instagram @ID Sahabat Pulau Indonesia or in Twitter @Sahabat Pulau Indonesia also. So just log in
just
and
reach
then
out, and if you if smart viewers are interested in joining because the fun thing is that you get to experience a holiday trip also.
Exactly. That's one thing that everybody is always looking the pictures, right? With the ocean, with the all the beautiful view and everything. They thought that we're a luxury holiday, but it's not. And actually, it's not a luxury holiday because we're living with the local community members, and then there is no 5-star hotel, there is no 3-star hotel. We just living with the community, and then again. Sometimes our expectation is different with the community members, so they have a big dreams, but they cannot reach out all the dreams. So we can help them to make it real.
Yeah, try to realize the potential that they have and that maybe they don't realize. Because like lots of potentials in remote islands, like in their natural resources, or even also in their human resources.
Yes, exactly. So that's why every time we collaborate with the other organization, other university, or for example, with the Binusian also, we already done several programs with the architect faculty in Binus, and then the Isaac Binus also. We're doing project in Kepulauan Seribu in Jakarta, and then we're doing teaching for the offline in Jakarta also. So that's just more interesting. But please, for the smart viewers, come to Sahabat Pulau. We make a trip to other island, and then we can show them how beautiful all the relationship between brother, sister, to the family around Indonesia.
Yeah, so sometimes we are like living in in this island and not realizing that there are more potentials out there in other islands, because we're in a country of islands.
Movie, you know, it's like nowhere to go, just only in island, and then no phone and no internet access. You know, it's like, okay, we just living in the island. It's interesting. It's interesting.
And also, are there any like interesting stories about, you know, like your most memorable moments? Maybe, you know, like there are no communication, you know, or are there any interesting relationship that, you know, that the members are created through the experiences?
Yeah. In Sahabat Pulau, we have one youth, one child that previous I try to describe the program. So we try to keep going with the postcard, writing letter, you know, and then exchange the stamp, and then the brother sister in the big city they support the younger sister or brother in the island, and then we keep going to introduce them that the post office, because in the island they don't have any post office, right? So just only postman.
Postman, oh yeah.
They don't have any post office. So one time in Pulau Lampung, in Lampung Island, so all the volunteers bring the children, go to the mainland in Bandar Lampung, just to show them there is the traffic light, there is the post office, there is a car, because they don't have any car in the island. And then they just, you know, it's like watching the post office. What kind of office? What should we do in the office? And then when they try to buy the stamp, and then they put glue and then put it in the postcard and then send it to the brother. Like it's very interesting.
Yeah, even the simplest things can mean
exactly.
something to them.
So that's it happened in 2018.
Yeah. So for the closing, maybe you can share about how smart users can get connected to Sahabat Pulau.
Again, please log in our website, and then they are our family, you know. Maybe it's not as lucky we are in the big city, but please hold them. Just help them to reach their dream, and then love them, give the attention. Nothing more.
Yeah, so thank you so much
So
for
welcome.
joining the talk show. We hope that, you know, your inspiration can inspire smart viewers and other viewers out there who want to, you know, give their work to community and to education and to children's. And this is also to celebrate the National Children's Day. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we come to the end of the show. Don't forget to watch Face to Face in another place and channel, and also in another time. So until then, I'm William Rinaldi signing off. Bye bye.